Is this thing on? Hell yeah. Episode 2. Look at us. We made it. If you are listening to this, that means you clicked on this and you took the time of your day to give it a shot. And I thank you for that. In this one, Mark tells me all about a story about how the Roman army, the ancient Romans, got their asses handed to them on their own turf. So it's pretty interesting. And then at the end of it, we kind of get into some palate cleansers of how actors pop wood during sex scenes, and we talk about The Room, the movie, for a little minute. It's pretty weird, but let's jump right in, as they say. Enjoy. All right, that'll do.
Hey,
I think it's because I have my pop thingy on anyway.
right, okay. That's probably it.
I had something that I wanted to say first.
Ooh, exciting.
I don't remember. Oh, I went to the cinema for the first time on Sunday.
Oh, no way.
First time in fucking months.
Sick. What'd you go see?
I should probably put this back on so I'm not popping. We went to see A Quiet Place 2.
Oh, sick. Yeah, okay.
Have you seen those films?
I've seen the first one, and I was like so shocked because it was the first time I'd seen your man, who's like the main character, not in The Office.
Yeah.
Seeing him in like a really fucking cool role, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hot damn, you're just fucking Jim, but you've got a shotgun. What's going on?
Yeah, he's fucking jacked as well. He's in like a lot of war films
ripped.
as well.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in. He starred in, like, you know, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, those book series and stuff.
The book series, yeah.
Yeah, there's a huge like series with him in that. It's like 2 or 3 seasons or something like that as well.
Sick.
He's doing all right for himself, and he wrote and
it looks
directed that A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
1 and 2
yeah,
as
I
well.
heard that.
But what I didn't know was
Fucking
Michael
talented
Bay produced it, which I saw at the end.
I
think
there's at least one explosion in it. I'm pretty sure there's one.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of big booms, like, but it's weird. Like they didn't advertise it as Michael Bay. Well, as far as I didn't notice anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Wait, what was he? Was he a producer or something?
He produced it.
Oh hell yeah!
It was pretty sick. Well, I loved it. I really like those films. I like how they mess with the, because obviously there's a deaf girl in it, and whenever they film from her perspective, like it's just mute and you can't hear anything. It's really creepy.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Those films, like I think I watched it like on Netflix or something like a year later after I watched it in the cinema, and it doesn't have the same effect. Still an amazing film, but like you do not get the same effect of being in a like crowded theater where just like the actors are whispering and you can barely fucking hear anything, and then there's monsters everywhere. It's so creepy.
Yeah, and actually we noticed that the sound. We went to Dunleary Cinema.
Yeah,
we walked in and there was 2 staff members just standing there looking at a door that was like cracked open, and there was water bottles all over the ground. They weren't even making any attempt to pick them up. They were just standing there staring at them. And I was like, oh, I get it. They're just having one of those days.
I feel that. I mean, I can totally sympathize. Fair enough.
Oh yeah, God yeah. And then we went into the cinema, or the actual film room, or whatever the fuck you call it, and it was the smallest cinema I've ever been in my life. There's probably only about, I'd say, like 40 seats. It's like 2 rows of 20. Was it real
old? I'm like picturing like a fucking like 1920s old timey cinema, like.
It's like a shitty Odeon or something. Like it does.
Okay.
IMC, because IMC is pretty old, isn't it? It's been around a while.
It's yeah. That's like, it gives me big 90s vibes.
Yeah, like Odeon is like it's clean old or younger brother.
Cleaned up. Yeah.
But the room was like as wide as the screen, which was really weird, and the sound was like really fucking loud as well. Like Abby had to keep blocking her ears at loud parts.
Oh shit. That sounds. I don't know. I think that would kind of like add to the experience. That sounds pretty cool.
I liked it, yeah. But
yeah,
I did work in a nightclub for 6 years, so
that's true.
My hearing's kind of fucked as it is.
Your hearing's fucking non-existent at this point. I'm shocked you can listen to me now. Like,
yeah, why what?
Wait, what?
Everything's just like that's what I hear people talking to
Oh,
me. Just people.
Christ. Oof,
But yeah, first experience in the cinema in
very good.
a year and a
And
half at least, I'd
what
say.
was it like? Did people still wear masks and shit? Like,
There was only one other person in the room with us
okay,
because this movie's been out a while. I think it's in its last couple of weeks in the cinema.
right, okay,
But there
yeah.
was one other guy. Um, we sat far away from him, but he was wearing a mask even though he was on his own with no one else around him, which is kind of cool to
Okay.
see. Like,
Yeah, no, I can respect that totally.
but I don't like you're allowed to get food and everything, so it's not mandatory
So
once you sit
yeah,
down.
of course, it's probably like a bar. Are bars open yet in Dublin?
Yeah, yeah. They only
Oh,
recently
cool.
opened indoor dining as well for vaccinated people,
Sick.
which is a step in the right direction, I suppose.
So wait, hold on. You can go to a bar and have drinks without your mask and everything, but you can't go to a restaurant unless you're vaccinated.
Uh, you can go to a bar or restaurant and sit outside if you're not vaccinated,
Right. Okay.
but you have to be vaccinated to sit indoors.
Okay. Get you.
So, but yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, unless a restaurant has outdoor seating, you can't go to a
Hmm.
restaurant unless you're vaccinated
But you can
and you can
go
prove it.
inside a pub if you're not vaccinated.
No, no, you can't go inside a pub.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
But this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Do
But
tell.
kids can go into pubs and restaurants without being vaccinated with their once they're accompanied by someone who is vaccinated,
Uh
which makes no sense. I
that
know.
that's that's brain dead, man.
Look, you don't live here, so you can say that. I can't
That's
say that out loud.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, like we're fucking allowed to just wander in and out anywhere we want, no masks, anything. It's grand.
Oh, really? You
Yeah,
use her away
they've
with the mask and
literally
everything now?
yeah. Fuck it. Literally, we have zero restrictions. Who gives a fuck? They're all gone.
Jesus,
Yeah,
I didn't.
you can do whatever you want. There's nightclubs open and shit.
Oh, wait, really? There's nightclubs open over
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Nightclubs have been open for like 2 weeks.
Holy moly! We're still
Hmm.
fucking masked up.
I mean, like most people are wearing masks, and like it is fine. But like we went to actually you went with the Hatchet when you came to visit me in Bristol. It's like a really nice old timey metal bar. It's literally like
Yeah.
Bristol's oldest bar. It's made in like the fucking 1500s or something. But for some reason, it's a metal bar.
Okay.
And completely fucking balls to the wall, jammed full of people not wearing masks. So it was just like being on a normal night out. It was mad.
Jesus.
Yeah. But it was really nice at the same time. I was kind of like, holy fuck, this is. I'm kind of nervous
Feels normal.
inside, but outside I feel great.
Yeah. So you guys were sitting outside then.
No, I mean like inside in my brain and outside in my
Oh, okay.
exterior.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So does
we were
that
just
mean most
sitting at the
pubs and
table
stuff
like.
aren't doing table service? You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
walk up to the bar.
you just fucking go to the bar now, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's probably one of the best things that's happened to bars in Dublin anyway, is table service. Because it's way smoother and they've done it so
Yeah,
well
totally. Yeah.
that like you're not waiting fucking ages for a drink. Whereas at a bar it's just free for all and you could be
Yeah,
waiting
totally.
20 minutes.
Oh, I really like it as well. Like I'm kind of a little bit pissed that we are going back to fucking going to the bar again cuz not going to lie, I just made Anna do it all the time. I was like, "Here's my card, just fucking buy me something." I don't want to deal with that.
So you guys have been out much, have you?
Yeah, we've been out quite a bit. Yeah, just going like I mean, like as I said, there's no restrictions and like people are meeting up again. So
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, it's
And
actually it's been really nice.
yeah, absolutely. Right, we're already fucking 14 minutes in. And,
Okay,
oh,
right.
shut, shut, stop.
Hey, you got to
Yeah,
start
there
it
we
with
go.
no. Keep it going. I need applause
Okay,
to
sorry.
start, man. I need to get into it. I need to get pumped. This is
Wait,
the
loop it. Loop it.
loop it.
Loop it. No, there you go.
Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. I need
Welcome.
yes. Okay, settle down. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Yeah, shut up.
Oh, they heard you. Oh, wait, they didn't like it.
Hey,
Okay, no.
yeah. Chill out.
Whoa, that lady was going a bit crazy.
Right. Do you want some stories or not?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was talking to them, not you, but okay, let's go. Ooh, you're right. So yeah, I think we're gonna. Last week we were talking about aliens and
Hmm.
kind of UFO experiences and things like that. We kind of,
Yeah.
for the most part, we stayed in the like 1950s kind of onwards region.
Yeah.
Uh, Today we're gonna be taking a bit of a different approach and fucking zooping all the way back to ancient times. And I'm gonna be
Hell
chatting
yeah.
for a while about the boys themselves, the
Oh.
fucking ancient Romans.
Oh. Hell yeah. Man, I fucking
So
love any movies about the Romans.
yeah, man,
Love them.
absolutely. Fucking. Now that I think about it, the only one that I can think about is fucking Gladiator. But again, what a movie!
Hmm. Do you ever
Hell
see
yeah.
The Eagle? It's a terrible movie, but I just love it.
I think I've
Or
seen like the poster for it. I don't think I've actually watched it.
good old Channing Tatum.
Oh hell yeah!
Or
What a
and
boy!
actually a better one, The Centurion with Michael Fassbender in it, which is another
Oh
fantastic
great.
movie.
See, Jamie, this is great because I was gonna ask you because I'm gonna be talking about these guys for a while.
Hmm.
What do you know about the Romans? You've watched a lot of movies, so obviously you must have some form of opinion about them. Like when someone says Romans to you, like ancient Romans, what do you think? Or like what words come to mind?
Obviously Gladiator and
Yeah.
fights and stuff. Because I did classical studies in
Did
secondary
you?
school.
No
Yeah,
way.
so I
Little
learned about the
nerd.
Romans and the Roman gods and stuff. Not that I
Oh,
remember much of it
cool.
now, but I remember
Who
loving it.
cares? Yeah, man.
Um, but yeah, I think the main when you talk about the Romans, you think about this army that took over the world essentially, and
Mm-hmm.
Julius Caesar, who
Yeah.
is where was beloved and was a freak of nature at the time for someone who could
Yeah.
just go around and pretty much claim any bit of land he wanted because he had such a force behind him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that gladiators.
Yeah.
What else about ancient Rome? They're kind of dicks as well, weren't they?
They were kind of dicks. I mean,
Yeah,
like
they were known
they
to be
were
dicks.
just a big empire being like, "Hey, you've got land. That's mine now.
I
Sorry,
want
sorry
it.
about you. Yeah, sorry now.
Yeah,
You're fucking
and I
Roman now."
think didn't they? Were they the ones in Braveheart? Was it the Romans against who came in?
I have no idea. I haven't seen
What's your man's
Braveheart.
name from Braveheart? You haven't seen Braveheart at all?
No, I actually haven't. I haven't. I don't
Oh
watch much
man,
movies really.
William Wallace is his name, I
Well,
believe.
right. I thought you were talking
Have
about
you
the
ever heard that
actor.
name?
Yeah, yeah. I thought you were
Oh,
talking
okay.
about the fucking Mel Gibson
Mel Gibson.
standing up for his country's rights.
I think it was the Romans that he was fighting against. No, I
I
could be
think
wrong. Actually, I don't want to
I
say
don't.
that.
I think it is. I don't fucking know.
Probably
That's not
is.
what we're dealing with today, anyway.
Yeah.
But it's good. So like, that's kind of what comes to mind when I think about it as well. Like,
Hmm.
how are these like huge, massive armies that just like tore into all of Europe and like ruled for essentially like 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Um, so
Legends.
yeah, that's kind of like the main kind of things that come to my mind as well. Uh,
Hmm.
and I kind of want to show some bits, like hand picked from history, that show that hey, maybe they weren't all that. There are some times when these guys got absolutely just fucking just whacked, as
Oh
the title
hell yes.
says. Times they just got fucked. Um,
So
so
they
like
just went into the wrong lands and they got
they just went into
absolutely
the wrong
demolished.
lands. They picked on the wrong boys.
Could I
Um,
guess like certain areas that may have happened?
can you guess? Is
Yeah,
that what
like
you're
do
saying?
you have certain areas that like they just could not invade because they just got their ass handed to them every time?
I have two specific things that I'm going to talk about.
Okay,
So
and are
go
they in specific
have a
places?
guess. They are in specific places.
No, like I'm just trying to think if there was a place that they couldn't invade, where would it be?
Hmm.
I would say who's not. It's probably in Asia somewhere.
Yeah, there are some
Maybe.
times that they got absolutely wrecked there. I am not going to discuss that today though.
Okay.
But
Hmm.
that is correct.
Russia.
Russia. I think they got up to like Ukraine kind of area. I
Oh,
don't
they didn't
know
even
if
get that
they.
far.
I don't even think they progressed that far. Yeah, they're like around the Black Sea. They kind of took over
Yeah.
some bits, but
Okay.
I don't even know if they got all the way. But
All right. Fuck
anyway,
it. Go ahead. I can't guess.
so we're going to be talking about two. One of them is actually within their own borders. I'm going to be discussing the Battle of Cannae, um,
Okay.
which is a little small little town in the south of Italy. We're going to be dealing with that first, and in the second,
Okay.
depending on how much time we have, I'm going to be talking about the Battle of Teutoburg, which is kind of
Okay. Spell it.
Germany area. Which one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
fuck
I?
off! Stop!
Okay.
I
I'm trying to
fucking
keep
bought it.
notes here so I can remember. One sec.
Oh, bro, it's
Okay.
horrible.
No, I'm good.
Please.
I'm good.
Oh Christ! But anyway, so
Schulenberg.
yeah, Teutoburg, which is kind of like they're Germanic tribes, so kind of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Germany-esque kind of area. Um, Before we go into this, I kind of want to give you a little bit of a detail of like like how I became interested in all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, so when I was a kid, you know, like the Total War games,
Oh hell yeah.
I spammed the ever living shit out of Rome Total War, the first one. Like most of my like 10 to like 13-year-old years were just stuck in front of a computer, just being the Romans, like kicking the shit out of the Gauls. Just amazing.
Fuck yeah.
So there were all these like cheats that you could get where you could just like open fucking taskbar, spam Olifant, and get these like massive war elephants and just like just break the game horribly and just like destroy it. So I didn't
That game
really.
was not like it didn't seem like the type of
Wasn't
game that
balanced.
well balanced as well as it didn't seem like the type of game that could handle like any sort of modifications at
Yeah,
all. It would like
yeah.
I played a little bit of Total War Rome and Alexander, I think was one of them as
Oh,
well.
that's such a good one. Yeah,
And like it was very janky as it was.
yeah.
Like there wasn't a lot going on. It was a very simple game. So if you
Mm.
were adding a load of mods in it, it's yeah.
Just completely killing the whole thing. So basically, like I found this out like years and years later that it's actually not historically accurate like whatsoever.
Oh.
There's so much wrong with it, and I had no
Hmm.
idea. This was like my prime source of information, which is probably still buried in the back of my head. So hey, anyone that's listening to this, don't fucking believe anything that I say. Do your own, just do your own research. Maybe be like, hey, this guy told me a cool story. Maybe I'll actually read about it from someone who isn't an idiot.
Yeah, I think if anyone actually like believes and takes our word for fact, and probably need to
Just stop.
reassess their lives. Yeah.
Yeah, just stop. Just
Stop
you
listening
know,
right now and just I
just
don't know,
read a
watch a
book
Stephen Hawking documentary or something. Yeah.
or yeah, exactly. Stephen Hawking book, even better.
Yeah, there you go. Best of both worlds.
Cool. So yeah, I guess we'll start with Battle of Cannae, the first one. Um, so this was a battle took place in 216 BC,
Okay.
kind of in a small little town in the south of Italy. And there's some key
Hmm.
players here. Some of which I'm gonna guess that you know. He's quite a household name. Have you heard of the man, the legend himself, Hannibal?
Yeah. Which
The
Hannibal
army
now? Because
general, not the cannibal guy from the
oh,
TV
okay,
shows,
so not Mads Mikkelsen, no.
not Mads Mikkelsen. Oh my god, he would be so cool as an army general, but no,
Oh,
it's
he would
not.
actually. He seems to
Imagine
have that
that.
look about him.
He has that kind of vibe going, right?
Yeah. I don't actually know Hannibal. No.
Okay, so Hannibal was this. He was basically a general of this army, the Carthaginian army. Um, the Carthaginians were a group of people kind of based up in North Africa, South Iberia kind of area,
Hmm.
um, and they really fucking hated the Romans.
Okay.
They had a series of wars called the Punic Wars,
Okay.
um, which is basically Rome started off just picking on these little guys, and Carthage fought back. They initially lost the first one, Rome won, but oh baby, in the second one, Second Punic War, shit starts to get real. Um, like 2 years before this battle I'm going to be talking about,
Hmm.
Hannibal did one of the most historically kind of important things in um, like ancient Roman history. He passed over the Alps with this enormous army composed of, like, you must have heard, like, elephants crossing the Alps into Italy, kind of invading
Yeah.
from the north. So that's
Uh-huh.
this guy. His name is Hannibal,
Oh
and he's
shit.
absolute fucking shot of a man. This guy,
Absolutely.
this guy, basically his whole goal was to take down the Roman Empire by just kind of like whittling away at them and showing the rest of the Mediterranean that, hey, these fucking Romans, they're not that great. We can like knock them away. We can annoy them. We can like bring them down from the inside.
Okay,
Because
so they went from the north to kind of bring the fight to the Romans then.
that's exactly it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So this guy spends maybe, I think it's like 2 years just raiding and pillaging northern Italy, moving south, with this like enormous army of people. There's literally something crazy like 50,000 Carthaginian people that he's brought with him, just like
Jesus.
setting things on fire, destroying their like supply lines, basically trying to
Hmm.
starve the Roman people, basically, and to show the rest of the Mediterranean that, like, yeah, they're not really so great. Don't
Yeah.
worry, we can take them down. Um, so yeah, he's the first main player in this battle, and then there's two other guys, um, two fucking Roman losers called Lucius Aemilius Paulus and Gaius Terentius Varro. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Boo! Screw these
yeah.
guys.
Fuck those guys.
These are they're named consuls, which
Hmm.
are basically like the big boys in charge of the like Roman army at this time. They were
Okay.
the big fucking generals that like ruled the whole thing. Um, and yeah, basically this is a whole uh, kind of conflict between these two groups of players. Um, and
Right.
the Battle of Cannae itself is really well known as being one of the best military engagements like ever from a tactical perspective. And this is like 2,000 years ago, like over 2,000 years ago. These guys,
Yeah.
like, they knew what was going on.
From both sides.
No, it's specifically one sided. And
Okay.
judging by the title of this, I think you know who comes out
Okay.
on
Yeah. Yeah.
top
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this battle is also nuts because um, it's like the one of the biggest and most embarrassing defeats of Rome, like throughout their entire history. When you like get down to the army sizes and the like death tolls, it's fucking mind blowing that this happened like 2,000 years ago. You could get that many people to fucking murder each other without,
Oh, really?
like, yeah, it's just nuts.
Okay.
So on one hand, you've got the Romans, these like expertly trained, perfectly clad, like ancient warriors, and you've got 86,000 of them. Just
Oh my
picture that:
God.
86,000 Roman soldiers
It's a
versus
lot
a
of
much
people.
smaller force, 50,000 Carthaginians, which is still fucking huge,
Yeah, and they're on their home turf as well.
on their home turf as well. Yeah, and basically, like, there is, like, this is one of the most bloody battles ever. The death tolls are like through the roof. Um, just take a wild guess. You've got 86,000 Romans. How many do you think fucking died in this? Just as a wild guess.
Well, if this is Hannibal's way of like, if they made that trek over the Alps to take the fight to the Romans,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to inflict as much damage as they can because they
Yeah,
want to show, okay, yeah, they're not all that. Our dicks are bigger, pretty much.
basically, yeah.
S- I don't know. I'd like to think that
Wild
Hannibal
guess.
had no prisoners and he just fucking killed like wait 86,000.
86,000.
I'd
Have a
like to think
fucking
he
wild
killed
guess.
at least 50,000 of them.
Okay, that's a very good guess. So obviously this happened so long ago that, like, uh it's kind of hard to definitely get proper figures,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
the ones that I could find online anywhere were 67,500 dead Romans.
Oh my God.
That's like three-quarters of the whole force. It's fucked.
Yeah. That means every every person in that Carthaginian uh
Hmm.
army killed one point
At
whatever
least,
person. The Romans
at
like at
least,
least.
right?
Jeez
And
Louise.
take a wild guess on the opposite side. How many deaths were on the Carthaginian side? They have,
Oh.
keep in mind, they have 50,000.
Well, if I know my boy Hannibal, he didn't let his men go down easy. So I'd
Oh,
say I'm gonna go low here, and I'm gonna say they only
let's
lost
do it.
about 10,000.
Oh, yeah, you're close. 5,000.
Let
10% of his whole force.
5,000.
5,000 versus 67,500.
Fucking hell!
This is why
Oh my
this is
god!
so like mind blowing for back in the
Yeah.
day and for showing basically that the Romans aren't so fucking great.
Oh my. Okay. Yeah, I'm
It's
interested now. What
nuts.
tactics they use? How do they fucking kill so many of
Oh
them?
hell yeah, let's do it. Um so yeah, basically um Hannibal is known as being one of the best military tacticians, and this battle was really what showed it.
Hmm.
This is what like got his name into the history books for forever, basically.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, you have these two forces. Initially, um, the battle was kind of stalled. Um, so the Romans camped outside the Carthaginians' camp, basically, to kind of like spur them on, to be like, "Hey, we're fucking coming for you. You're not running anymore." What
Hmm.
the Carthaginians actually did was they skirted around Rome first. Rome had basically shored up. They had all of their armies in there because they're clearly gonna attack Rome, right? That's their
Yeah.
whole end game, right? No, no, no,
Hmm.
no, 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 no. Hannibal skirted around and continued to go south, just
Skirt.
doing what he's always been doing and just fucking up supply and trade routes. Um,
Okay.
so so basically, these two lads were continuously trying to be like, "Come on, fight us, please," and
Yeah.
route down south to try to engage them. Um, so basically, yeah, they kind of camped outside, trying to goad them into a fight. But Hannibal more wanted them to play by his rules.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he was kind of just like um, they were trying to be goaded on. They were like, no, 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 I'm gonna do this when I do this.
Yeah. He's not
So
gonna fight on their terms. He's gonna
yeah, exactly.
I'll be there when I'm ready, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So one July morning, about like 2 days later, after everyone had been camping, um, the two armies kind of start deploying. On one side, you've got the Romans who use the same tactics that they've been using for hundreds of years already.
Yeah.
Tried and tested, it fucking works, boys. um, they basically their whole thing was you stack up really heavy infantry at the very center of your line and then just keep stacking those boys back. If the ones in the front die, just move the next guys in and just keep going. Sheer force of and
Yeah. Wave
numbers,
after wave, kind of thing.
and you're gonna win. It's just
Yeah.
how it worked back then.
Wave.
Um, and our boy Chattable, he fucking knew
Yeah.
about this. He was like well versed. He'd faced the Romans a lot, so he knew their tactics and how to use it against them. So
Okay.
there's this story on the day that they deploy. Um,
Hmm.
Hannibal, he ordered all of his men to like stamp the ground to make all the dust come up, and kind of like mask their deployment. Um,
Oh.
yeah, so he did this. There's a lot of different people say, oh no, he just did this to freak them out as psychological games, and some people are like it's to mask the deployment. But most sources say that there was a dust cloud that he made for some reason. I'm gonna go with deployment
Yes.
because I like it. It sounds cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so so he starts off with a C kind of deployment. So um, think of it as a way of you've got like a backward C. Picture a backward C if you can.
Okay.
You've got the Romans on one side, and you've got a like a C on the other side.
Hmm.
Um, so that it's kind of like concave, if you get me.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the army is kind of like bending away from the Roman army.
Yeah, the Roman armies were always in fucking like square
Exactly.
thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So Hannibal has all of his
Oh, I
guys.
know exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah. So he
Turn him into
basically.
the. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I know what
you
I know
fucking
your game.
you
Yeah.
see what's going on, boy.
Yeah. I would have
Um.
done the exact same thing.
Oh, I
As far
fucked
as I
this up.
remember. Anyway.
Hold on. You might have to
Uh
do some
oh.
little. You might have to do some little editing here.
Uh
Um.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So it was at this point that Mark realized that he fucked up and he got it completely backwards. So he's about to try and redeem himself. Still pretty confusing. I was pretty lost, but hopefully you get it better than I do. Let's continue.
Okay, so when Hannibal was deploying, he did all of his dust cloud stuff to kind of mask his army deployments.
Yeah.
It's a convex sea that he started off with, so he
Mhm.
has his forces pushed up, um, to more towards the Roman army to kind of like point out towards
Yeah.
them. And
Oh,
he
okay, okay.
marches. Yeah, he marches them forward. Um, these two sides they just keep marching forward, and eventually they clash in the middle. And now you have this really rock steady Roman force that has all of their stuff, their hardest warriors and everything centered in the dead middle,
Mm.
hitting into a force that's basically curved outwards to meet them. And as the story says, Hannibal is out in the like middle of his forces, just fucking slaughtering people as we go,
Oh hell yeah.
and like controlling everything that's going on, like giving orders and stuff from the very front lines.
Mm.
Um,
What a lad.
so, oh, absolute boy. So
Chattable. You
after
were right.
absolute chattable. So after some like ferocious fighting, Hannibal gives the order for his front force to pull back. Not as like a fucking turn away and routes, just hey boys,
Retreat. Yeah.
just fucking slightly retreat a little bit. Just keep fighting, but like just come on, slowly keep moving back. And we're gonna goad these fuckers on to just follow us. So they keep doing
Mm.
that. They keep getting the Romans to do what they've always been doing and think that they're winning basically. The Romans
Yeah.
start to feel like, oh, we're pushing these guys back and back. But little do they realize that they're actually getting encirculated
It's all
on either
part of the
side.
plan.
All part of the plan. So eventually, I think you know what's happening here. These guys keep getting pushed and pushed until they're eventually encircled from both sides. Um, and Hannibal
Hell yeah.
orders his cavalry, which he had on the side, to just swing
Yeah.
around the back and smush into the Romans from the behind.
Oh my
And
god. Okay.
these guys are literally getting slaughtered on all fronts. They're surrounded on four fronts here, just getting shit like just sliced into them. And there was no hope for these guys. They were like brutally and like mercilessly just put to the sword. The like as we were discussing, the casualties from this were through the fucking
Insane.
roof. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. It's kind of like it's almost like I don't want to use the word pathetic, but it's like putting animals to the slaughter. It's really like sad to think of.
Fucking. How did no like the? Okay. Yeah. No. Hannibal's an absolute legend of a man.
I think you
thinking
were
a
gonna
lot,
ask,
man.
how did no one see that coming?
That as well. Of course, the Romans are fucking. They're a proud army, and they never like consider being defeated. Basically, so
Exactly.
they're probably like as soon as they started, not like they probably saw it as a retreat, but they were like, "Oh, we've got them on the run. Let's get them, boys. Just keep going,
That
keep
was
going, keep going." And then, oh, we're surrounded. Rip.
that's the whole thing. That was his whole plan. Because he knew that they were really proud and everything. That they were gonna be like, "Hey, we're fucking winning. Of course we're winning.
Yeah,
We're gonna just keep going blindly. Fuck these
yeah.
guys." And
But
just got
like
the shit kicked out of them.
Hannibal's army must have been fairly fucking
decent fighters as well, because the fact that they went in
Oh,
with a
absolutely.
smaller force at the front of
Yeah.
their, let's say, the tip,
Hmm.
uh, going up a fucking line of Romans, and they're doing that and
Exactly.
then retreating slowly, and they're fighting the whole time until they're encircled and they murdered them all, and they only lost 5,000 people compared to
Exactly.
67,000 people.
These guys are
Oh,
the most like they're so seasoned. They'd already been fighting battles like these last 2 years.
yeah,
Um, so these guys are not just like new to this. They know what's up.
yeah. And would
Um,
these have been like almost like would they have been like a well trained, organized army, or would they have been more like, let's say, Vikings or something, where they're a bit more less by the book or whatever? They're not like an army as such. They're more like a group of fucking lads just going out to murder people.
Group of boys. Um, I think it is like a proper army because I know that like Hannibal is like known as such a like good tactician and like he gave
Yeah, I
orders to people
suppose.
and they like responded to his orders. It wasn't just like wild kind of like masses of people running into the fray and getting the shit kicked
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah,
them.
yeah.
This was like
Okay.
organized. They knew what they were doing.
And I wonder, was this like the first major defeat the Romans had then?
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
This was like the first major one, and it sent a shockwave through like the ancient Mediterranean, basically.
hell yeah.
Um, so like Hannibal achieved what he wanted to do. His whole plan was to get people to kind of like defect from Rome, essentially, be like, "Hey, you guys kind of
Mhm.
suck. I don't want to be taken over from you anymore. Fuck
Yeah,
off."
not be so scared of them. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So like a large number of southern Italian states, like where previously Roman, just kind of said, "Hey, no, 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 we want nothing to do with you anymore. We're gonna defect. We're gonna be our own thing that we were before you fucking took us over."
hell
Um,
yeah.
and also like in territories in Sicily that were like previously Greek, uh, that got took over by the Romans went. Actually, I kind of liked being Greek. I'm gonna be Greek again. Get fucked.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
We're our own island. Yeah.
yeah. There's also a kind of grim figure, like quite a sad figure. I would think, um, as a result of this Punic War, uh, in a period of just 2 years, through like casualties and like war and stuff, ancient
Mm-hmm.
Rome lost 150,000 men over the age of 17. And
Oh my god.
this is like old timey times. This isn't the time when there's like I don't know 7 billion people on the planet where that's just okay. Like not
Yeah.
okay, but you know what I mean.
You
Like
took a
this
bit
is
of a
the
hit
time.
there.
Yeah, that's like that's a fucking huge percentage.
Yeah. I wonder what would have been the like like the population of the earth around those times.
I don't know. I'd say someone a lot smarter than I knows the answer to that.
What years are we talking about here? What
Uh,
century?
this is this is 216 BC.
Population in
Quick little giggle.
216 BC. Yeah, let's just see what Google gives us. Historical estimates of world population. Census Bureau. Okay, this might be a bit accurate. So
Gizalook.
we're talking 200 BC. Yeah.
Yeah, thereabouts. Why not?
Wait, what's summary? Lower, upper. Oh god, this is divided very weird. Population in millions when lower and upper estimates are the same. They're shown as lower. Don't know what Biraban and Durand are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god,
I
I don't
don't
know,
know,
man.
man.
If I was to guess by what I'm looking at, because it's not very easy to read, it's only about
Yeah.
230 million.
Right. So like 150,000 is huge.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah, it's
big
quite a
boy
lot.
percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
230 million. What happened to us? Good lord.
we just started fucking each other.
You just got bored.
We just just got
The
bored.
whole world just got bored.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think I think a big part of like population growth is probably like all the raiding and stuff that went on, and like
Oh
raiding the villages
yeah,
and raping and stuff. So
and just the happy little accidents as a result of that.
yeah,
Guarantee you
but
go far back enough, back to Dublin and like the 700s. Some Vikings coming in. We've definitely got some Viking blood in there from happy little
oh god, yeah,
accidents.
yep. That's why there's so many Viking tours and shit. That's what Gabby was
Yeah,
only talking about
exactly.
today.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Dublin was founded by the Vikings, pretty much.
yeah, man.
That's why there's so many Viking things around Dublin now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known too much about Irish history.
Ah, you do.
Uh, I only know the more recent history,
The more recent stuff.
last 100 years or so. So what happened to Hannibal then after that? Did he go on to be a fucking legend then?
Hannibal just continued to be a fucking lad. He just continued like
Oh, yeah.
plowing into them. And then eventually he went home. He was like, I've kind of done what I wanted to do here. I set out. He went back to Carthage and he became basically a kind of like a minister, I guess. What would you call them? Like a government
Like a
official, essentially.
preacher? Oh, okay.
Oh no, no, not that minister.
Oh,
Yeah, like a
okay.
government official. Um, until I kind of you can look this up. Don't take my word for it. But
Yeah.
he left. I think people started to get a bit uppity with him until he left, and he kind of went east. And I think if it's to the best of my knowledge, he fucking poisoned himself. He fucking game-ended himself.
Really?
I think so.
Whoa.
I'm gonna
Was not
look that
expecting
up.
that, Hannibal. Why would you do that?
Maybe
There's
I'm
absolutely
fucking
no need
talking
for
out
that.
my ass here, but I'm pretty sure he game ended.
God damn. He's such a good. Maybe like, because you said people weren't happy with him or something until he left in the
Yeah,
government.
so he basically he became a government official, and then he went to the Seleucid Empire for some reason. I kind of
Okay.
forget why, but basically, yes, he did. He fucking game ended himself. Here we go. I shouldn't be so happy about this, but
Yeah.
I
But you're right.
am. um, oh, yeah. So
Oh.
he went back to North Africa, because the Romans started to invade there again, and he was like, "Oh, I have to
Oh,
go
they came
home.
back.
I have to fucking sort this out."
Okay.
So he was forced back, and he was defeated at a battle with the Romans in
Ooh.
Northern Africa, and he fucking went to the Seleucid court as it was right. He fucking just went into voluntary exile, and then
Oh.
he was running away. Um, I think some lads wanted to like just take him back to Rome, and be like, get fucked, and he was like, nah. He was betrayed to the Romans and committed suicide by poisoning himself.
Ah, okay. So he had a reason. Like after all of his like chattery in Italy,
Yeah.
he kind of got a bit spanked. They came back. They spanked him on his own turf. Then he was probably older then
Yeah.
anyway. But
He's probably an outlaw.
and if he was captured, I'm guessing he was running away from capture and decided
Mm.
to just kill himself so he wouldn't be captured.
I mean, if anything, that's kind of a Chad move, no?
It's yeah, no, it's
I'm going
pretty
out on my
hardcore.
own
Like
terms.
that's pretty metal. Uh,
Hell yeah.
I've completely back this guy 100%.
Yeah, he's a good lad, all right. So there you go. Now you are introduced to the fucking chattery that was Hannibal.
Yeah, and how the Romans weren't all that swinging their
The
dicks around,
Romans
pretty much.
weren't all that. Yeah.
Although they did kind of come back and
But
defeat
no,
him,
no,
but
no. That's
that's
no,
not
no,
what we're
no,
talking
no.
about.
That's not what we're talking about.
That's not what we're
There's
talking about.
way too much about. Oh, the Romans are fucking sick, man. No, 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 no. You need to every once and then be shown. You're not
Yes.
that fucking great.
Uh,
I love how like if there is a history buff listening to this, he's like, this fucking asshole. What's he saying? Keep saying it. Don't fucking talk
oh
about my
no,
beautiful
what are
Romans.
they talking about?
What are you fucking talking about, man?
Man, my teacher, my classical studies teacher in secondary school would have fucking he'd be rolling in his grave. No, he wouldn't be dead, but he'd be rolling in his grave if he was dead.
If he was dead,
He would be, yeah. No, he'd be
He-
crying.
he'd
He
be
had a.
crying. He'd
Oh no,
fucking
sorry.
gay man himself with poison.
He loved the Romans, but he had a hard on for the Greeks.
Greeks are pretty cool, man.
Odysseus specifically.
Very nice.
Remember him?
I do.
Odysseus.
He went on an odyssey, you might say.
Yes, he did. Was he involved with the Iliad as well, or was that someone else?
Yeah, he was the whole Trojan war lad.
Yeah,
Odysseus.
actually, I only realized this very way after I saw Troy for the first time. But Sean Bean plays Odysseus in Troy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
I have a Troy. I don't think I've watched that in years.
yeah. I wouldn't
Is-
have recognized him back when I saw it first, but then in the last few years I watched it. He's Odysseus.
Oh, that's so cool. Is Troy the
Sean-
one with fucking Brad Pitt in it?
Yeah, and Eric Bana and Orlando Bloom and all those.
Oh yeah, Orlando
Fellas.
Bloom's in. What was up with the fucking weird casting of like old like ancient movies back in the like mid 2000s? Because like
Yeah, it's like they were
fucking
trying to
Colin
involve.
Farrell as Alexander the Great is one of the
Yeah.
fucking weirdest things I've ever watched in my entire life.
I haven't actually watched that because I didn't like Colin Farrell. But
You should
I
watch
think they
it.
were
It's,
trying
it's
to-
like it's pretty cool. Like the battle sequences and
is?
stuff are amazing. But
okay.
Colin Farrell, bro. Why?
Yeah. Because like in the older ones, they'd always cast the same people for like those kind of roles. I
Yeah.
think in the 2000s, with these like bigger scale movies and productions being made, that the directors or whatever were probably like, all right, we want some of the fresh faces in here that'll bring in a crowd to watch us. Like, so that's what they got Brad Pitt and Orlando Bloom and Colin Farrell, like
Yeah,
three
yeah.
lads that look pretty much the exact same.
Yeah, they look pretty identical.
Eric Bana as well.
Yeah, yeah. Sean Bean though, that's cool. I'll have to watch that again. I fucking love Sean Bean.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think it, but
You
yeah.
wouldn't
And then
pick it up, yeah.
Odysseus, when I first watched Troy, I was like, it just kind of went over my head who Odysseus was. But then I went on
Right.
to like learn about him, and I was like, oh, he actually had a huge fucking part in this.
Huge
He's
part.
actually,
Yeah.
I think
There was a whole
the
book
Trojan
written
horse
about
was
him.
his idea.
Was it?
Yeah, pretty sure
Oh,
it was.
cool. Sick.
Absolute ledge.
Ledge. Right. Well, I think I spent a bit too much time on that, so I don't think we'll get to cover the second one. But he can be a
Yeah.
little side one another time. Maybe a little
Yeah, absolutely.
filler here and there. Yeah. Well, you'll have to wait anxiously to hear the next one.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the edge of my. Well, I was gonna say no, it wouldn't be. We couldn't speed run it. No, let's not do that.
No, I think it's a really
It deserves
really cool,
more.
story about like betrayal and like it's a cool story.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
it
shit.
deserves its own time to chat about.
I love a good traitor.
Yeah, it's a good little traitor story, man.
Maybe we should rename rather than times the Romans got fucked. We should name it like Hannibal or Channibal.
Chattable, absolutely.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I like
Chattable.
the sense of that.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, he deserves it.
That-
My boy deserves it.
I mean, yeah, no, he does.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the North Africans, the Carthaginian, what was it, Carthaginian?
Carthaginians. So Carthage was their like main.
Carthage.
Yeah,
I remember
it was their main
Carthage.
city. It's like is it Numidia? Is the modern day country? It's like there's Africa, and then it's the like little point that's sticking out at the top of North Africa that's like pointing
The little
towards
nubbin.
Sicily. Little nubbin that's pointing towards Sicily, and there's like an ancient town called Carthage, and that was their like main city.
Remember Carthage. Tunisia, yes.
Is it? What did I
Right.
say? Numidia? Yeah, I don't even think that's a real place anymore. I think that's
Namibia, maybe you're thinking of?
No, I think Numidia is another Rome Total War thing that maybe wasn't real. I don't really know.
There was something that happened in Carthage. Maybe that was it. Maybe he was it.
Yeah,
Carthage had a big
because
big
you've
part
heard
in
of
classical history.
him. Yeah, you've heard of him going through the Alps. Like that's a pretty huge historical event. Like
He brought elephants through. That's pretty sick.
yeah, I don't.
Actually, if
honest, I
he's
don't
from
know what
fucking North
happened to
Africa,
the
he probably had
elephants.
lions and tigers and shit with him as well.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not a historian, man.
I'd say he caught
I'm
them
just
all with
some
his
dude
bare hands.
with his fucking. He just wrapped his monster dong around them and just carried them along.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Hannibal. Would not put it past him.
Yeah, man.
Oh
He
boy.
just fucking strength of pure will just willed them on to follow him.
Strength of
Listen to
pure
him.
Willy.
Strength of pure Willy. Oh Christ.
It's too easy. I had to do it.
Oh, that was perfect, mate. I love it.
Do you have a palate cleanser after that, or did you
Ooh,
not?
I do. I do not have a palate cleanser. Do you have a palate cleanser?
I could find something in my notes
You
somewhere.
can find something. Put in like fucking elevator
Oh.
training music. Do, do,
It-
do, do, do.
I already have one.
Hey.
I don't think I asked you this.
Okay.
I was talking to Kev on stream and I asked him
Oh yeah.
because I watched the Matrix trilogy only recently.
Oh, fucking amazing. So good.
And you know how in the second movie there's that club scene underground and they're all dancing and they're happy
Yes.
and they're stomping around and they're all sweaty because they're near the Earth's core.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's the fucking hot and sweaty sex scene between Neo and Trinity.
I do.
I was thinking, how often do you think, or how do you think it's dealt with? No, okay, that's the first question. Do you think actors pop wood during sex scenes?
Oh, bro, I've only thought about that recently. I forget what. I think it's because I've been watching so much Game of Thrones. That's why.
That's got to be it, yeah.
I read an article recently about your man
Oh, you
Jason
went deep dive.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Someone recently was like, "Do you feel bad about filming those scenes that you did with Daenerys where it wasn't consensual and stuff?"
Yeah.
And he was basically his answer was kind of just like, "I'm an actor. Shut the fuck up. I don't have
It's a
anything to
job."
do with this." Yeah. But anyway, so that got me starting thinking about sex scenes as well, and I was like, you definitely pop a stiffy because like the titties are there. They're right there.
Yeah, that's enough for you. But
'Cause,
like, you're acting as a person in that moment. So surely your
Yeah,
mind,
that's
some part of your
true.
mind is like, oh, I'm in this moment.
yeah,
I
I don't know.
And then I thought, what do you think they do to combat it? Do they just go ahead and they're like, oh, whatever, it's I'm human. Let's just continue filming the scene.
Yeah.
Do they maybe tape it to their leg?
I was thinking that I want to say I've heard something about taping.
Oh no, that would suck. I was thinking maybe the director's like, here, just go into the bathroom for 5 minutes, come back to us, right?
Just just
whack one
we
out-
won't talk
whack one out
about
real
it.
quick.
It's all right. Just figure yourself out. It's okay, bro.
Or
Maybe.
or have you
Is
seen
there,
the
like- Yeah.
there's like I want to say French movies, but I'm pretty sure they're made all over the place. But I've only seen French ones where like
Mhm.
they just have the actors actually have sex in the movies,
Oh my god! What? No.
which is
I didn't know that was
it's
a
kind of
thing.
fucked in a way. But it's
It's just
as far as I
straight up
know,
porn,
like the
bro.
actors, it's porn in a movie.
Oh my god.
Like it's really fucking strange.
No, I can't say I'm aware of that now. I
Just
kind
me?
of don't want to know about it.
Whoops.
Hey. Maybe
But,
they just have like, I don't know, the anti little blue pill. They just take a blue pill that fucking stops them getting erections. Is that a thing?
I like to think. Well, I feel like if you were to ask actors, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm a professional. Why would I pop wood? Why would I do? I'm acting in a scene."
Yeah. Yeah.
But come on, man.
Have you
You're
ever
human.
seen that? Have you ever seen The Room to start off with?
With Jean, what's his name?
Tommy Wiseau.
I was about to say Jean-Claude Van Damme
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh my god, I'd love to see him in The Room.
or
Holy
Jean
fuck.
Clouseau. For some reason,
Doing
those
all
my
them-
names are in my mind.
Isn't John? What's his name again? John Van Damme. He's the guy that
Jean-Claude
does the
Van
fucking
Damme.
splits all the time in his movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one who
he's
does
fucking
the
great.
splits in between like two cars as they're driving. Did you ever see that commercial?
Yeah, I've
I
seen
knew that
that.
was real.
Oh,
No, but
God.
Tommy Wiseau, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah,
I
so
did not
Tommy
hate her. I did
Wiseau
not.
in the Room there is like so much gratuitous sex scenes,
Oh
and
yeah, I heard about
and
this.
the girl, like the female actor, like was not into it because Tommy's really fucking weird, and she was just
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, don't like this. And
But he
apparently,
wrote in these scenes.
yeah, he wrote in numerous sex scenes. I think there's like 3 or 4 in the film, um, and they had to like because she would only film it once because it was such a fucking horrible ordeal for her that they just like
Yeah.
used the same like not the same footage but like from the same scene just throughout the movie for it to be like
Oh
different
really?
sex scenes because she would only do it once.
That is
but
genius.
but when they were filming, apparently Tommy was just like, right, I'm fucking doing this. He just stripped down. I, they maybe they were talking about strapping something to him, or maybe like just pretending that maybe he had clothes, just film from the top up. But he was like, no, fuck it, I'm jumping, and he just jumps on her and like starts just
Oh.
awkwardly dry humping her.
Oh no.
And the worst bit is if you ever watch the Disaster Artist the movie, um, they like show this like a reconstruction of this scene, and everyone's just like, does he know where a vagina is? He's like
Oh
humping her stomach.
no. Oh no. Is that? Are you talking about the one with James Franco?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I need to watch it in fairness, but oh no, man.
Yeah, man.
He wrote those scenes in just to do that. Like I
Just to do
wonder.
it.
I don't know the story, but I wonder, do those scenes fit in at all, or is it just to have like show his
No,
love or whatever?
they're really strange.
There's no
There's
need for them.
like
Like,
yeah, you don't need them. There's like a whole scene where just this boy like shows up and he's just like in their house and then they start having sex and this boy is just watching them. It's weird.
oh,
It's very weird.
okay.
But 10 out of 10 movie, you should totally watch it.
I definitely will, because isn't it a comedy as well, or is it completely
I
just
mean, no,
documentary?
it's a oh, the actual film.
The
The
Disaster Artist.
Disaster Artist is incredible. It's such a good like apparently really faithful recounting of like how the actual film was made.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hilarious. It's really good.
Okay, I'll need to watch it. Actually, do you know, Darman? This you just remind me of something. You know Darman?
No.
He's basically this guy who, I think he's primarily on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and he makes his videos giving life lessons kind of thing.
Okay.
You've definitely seen copycats, but Darman
Right.
is the like well known for it, and he makes so much money off. He gets so many views off Facebook. But
Sick.
basically, he makes these really like the most basic life lessons and films these dramatic scenes
Mm-hmm.
to kind of show. Like basically, like, I'll give you one kid stays in his room, plays Fortnite all day, and his
Oh.
brother's always coming in being like, "Go out and play with your friends, you fucking loser.
Oh, I have seen this.
You're
It's
not
the
gonna do anything with your life."
oh what does he say? Shyness is a superpower.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
so,
have
yeah.
seen this.
Shyness is a superpower. Yep. So there's a copycat who's trying to copy Darman and get all the views. So he writes all
Okay.
these scenes, okay?
Yeah.
And he wrote this scene for these two girls sitting at a table, and they're like, "Oh, did you see this guy's new video?" And they're talking about him, and she's like, "Oh
Right.
no, I haven't seen it. Is it good?" And she's like, "Oh, let's watch it right now. He just put it up," or
Okay.
something like that.
Right.
And then they're just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he put up another great video." And then the other girl just goes, "Yeah, and he's so hot." And then the second girl's like, "Oh yeah, he's so
Oh,
hot." And
Jesus
all you can think
Christ.
is, this guy wrote a script where he's like,
Oh,
"Okay, okay, here we go. Hang on.
I'm gonna have really attractive people think
I'm gonna-
I'm the best.
Two girls are gonna be sitting at a table. Okay, one of them's like, see the new video? Oh yeah, I can't believe it. Let's watch the video. And then
Sweating
she's
all
like,
the
"Oh,
while.
I'm gonna watch it, and then you're gonna be like, I'll watch it right now. Get up my phone." Anyway, so she takes out her phone, and she's like, "Oh, he's actually really good looking." She's like, "Yeah, he's so fucking hot. Oh yeah, okay." And then the two of them have sex, and it's over.
Man, I got a stiffy just from that, not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, you have to have some balls to be writing scenes like that.
Some
Like, come on.
fucking gargantuan avocado balls to do that, yeah.
Avocado balls, the same as Hannibal. Full
And
circle.
Hannah balls. I mean,
Hannah balls.
cheddar balls.
Chatter balls.
Full circle. There we go.
Name of the episode,
end
cheddar
it.
balls.
It's over. Go. Bye.
Boom, and recording.
End of episode 2. You made it. If you're still here, thank you very much for listening, as always. I thought it was pretty interesting. We learned some stuff about the Romans. Good old Hannibal. There's going to be a part 2 to that one as well, which I'm looking forward to. And next episode will be on dreams, though, where Mark and I will be talking about our experiences with dreams and lucid dreams and nightmares and things like that. So it'll get a bit weird, as always. But until then, thank you very much for listening, and just have a good day. All right, bye bye.